Rock fusion band Phish has emerged as a successor to the Grateful Dead in the eyes of some fans and critics. A parallel between the bands has been their focus on live improvised performances over studio albums. Their concerts have become landmark events with scores of thousands of fans trekking to the northeastern state of Vermont for marathon sets. In their words and music, here's a Fishy tale for our inside track. Initiated this meeting as far as back in 1983 in college? Who put up the flyers and brought you all together?
I think Trey put up the flyers, right?
I did. Yeah.
And who first showed up?
First person to show up was, well, Mike was the only one who answered the actual ad.
Yeah, bass player needed. Yeah, I had a sign that said band needed, and they had a sign that said bass player needed, and one of my college dorm suite roommates, whatever, took the two signs and put them together and formed the band single-handedly.
What did you see ahead of you, and what were you going to bring to it?
I think we were all concerned with doing something original or doing our own thing, as opposed to being a cover band for a career. Just trying to strive to do something that was, use the four real different influences to make some kind of music that hadn't been made yet.
Well, then how would you classify your sound today as it has evolved since '83?
Kind of a truly original sound that's morphing its way out of this.
It's just been a constant process of developing different ways of improvising, different ways of listening to each other, listening more closely, integrating more and more of the influences that we've had over the years.
You have to take into account what's going on in the culture around you at any given time. And I think over the 15 years, we've gone through periods of listening to whatever was happening and really searching for the roots of American music, be that jazz or bluegrass, and then kind of incorporating it into our own context. Sometimes we'll write songs, myself or Mike or whoever, and they'll kind of float around, and maybe the band won't really pick up on these songs for a while. And then the moment comes when the timing is right for that given song.
Let's talk a little bit about the new album. As far as the story of the ghost, was it a conscious decision to have a ghost factor?
I don't think so. Tom Marshall, our lyricist, had put together a book of everything he'd written since 1985 or something like that, just all his lyrics, a couple hundred pages. And as we were going through with these jam session recordings and putting lyrics on top of them, someone would open the book, start flipping through, and say, oh, this is good. And it was sort of without a real conscious effort that it isn't a theme that goes through the album strictly, but it is touched upon throughout, and I think it was a little more coincidence than anything else. Process that led us to get here. We really wanted to get everyone more involved and to have it be more of a group effort. And for whatever shortcomings the album may have or positive aspects to it, we really did achieve that. We made something that doesn't sound like our other records, and we were able to involve everyone in a way that we never had before, and that in itself was really new for us.
How would you say your music differs from the Grateful Dead?
The way it differs is that something that you would learn from a band like that is to be yourself. And we're different people, and we didn't grow up in that atmosphere.
Does it offend you to be compared to the Grateful Dead?
No, I'm proud of it, personally.
And I think as time's gone on, we've grown to embrace it more and more and appreciate what we drew from them as well as other influences, but especially the Dead.